Hello, my name is Sasi Ranjan. I am a first year undergraduate student of Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. I am from the Department of Mining Engineering, enrolled in this dual degree course. So before starting, first of all, I would like to say something about my teaching experience and what actually teaching means. As I remember, since my 8th class, I used to teach my friends and the poor students of my class. Until now, I am very much eager to solve problems and clear the doubts of my friends and classmates. In my opinion, teaching is not actually how much knowledge you have. It's actually how you present your knowledge in front of anyone. Basically, it's boost my confidence and give it a new level. And I think that teaching is the best way to use your extra time. So, I'd like to show a demo on my teaching skills by teaching a topic called vectors, which is of CBSE 11th class. So, let's start. So, before starting vectors, you should know about physical quantity. So, what actually a physical quantity is? Most basic definition. Anything that can be measured is called physical quantity. That means things that can be measured by means of any instrument are termed as physical quantity, like pressure, weight, temperature, height, time, length. That is, there is a proper instrument to measure these things. Like we can measure length by means of any scale. We can measure time by means of an watch. That's why they are called physical quantities. Things like love, sadness, angriness, there is no anything that can measure those things. So that's why they are not they are not called physical quantities. So basically, physical quantities are divided into two categories. One is scalar and other is vector. So what is scalar? A scalar quantity is a quantity that has only magnitude and no direction. Examples are length, volume, time, mass, work, energy. That is, for specifying a scalar quantity, you have to only say its magnitude. That is, there is no any direction for the scalar quantities. For example, for specifying length, you have to just say the length of the pen is 10 centimeter. That's all. Okay. So, a vector quantity is a quantity that has magnitude as well as direction and obeys vector law of addition. That is, for specifying a vector quantity, you should have to show its magnitude, its direction, and that it also obeys the vector law of addition. This is the new thing which we will discuss later in this chapter. Examples of vector quantities are velocity, force, displacement, acceleration. So for specifying a vector quantity, you have to say its magnitude and direction. So now moving forward, so there are three parameters to specify a vector quantities: magnitude, direction, and vector law of addition. If these three parameters are satisfied by any quantity, then it is termed as vector quantities. So what about current? Is it a vector or a scalar? Current is a scalar quantity or a vector quantity. Like if you know about the current, the current has a certain magnitude and it has a certain direction, that it is moving from this pole to this pole. But what about it? It is a vector or a scalar? Think deeply. It has magnitude, yes. It has a direction, yes. Does it obeys the vector law of addition? No. Because if we apply vector law of addition on this diagram, there is 5 ampere of current coming from this side and 5 ampere, then the magnitude will be 5 root 2, but the magnitude is 10 root 2. That's why it is not satisfying the vector law of addition, hence it is not a vector quantity. Now come to the notation of vector. How actually a vector quantity is expressed? Very simple. Just we have to write its symbol and put an arrow above it. That's all. For example, displacement is expressed as its symbol and an arrow above it. In the same way, velocity can be expressed as v and an arrow above its head. So the magnitude of a vector is represented by mod of it. These two bars are called mod, and this is the way to show its magnitude, which is basically equal to the magnitude of the quantity. For example, magnitude of vector s, which is displacement, is written as mod of s equal to s. Magnitude of vector v is written as mod of velocity v is equal to v. So now, how a vector represented? So there is two ways to represent a vector. One is pictorial and another is equation. So pictorial way is to show a vector is length of vector, it shows its magnitude, and direction it's so basically shows direction where it is pointed. So this is the way in which you can show a vector. Now comes to another way, which is equation in the form of equation. The form of equation you can show vector as its magnitude and its direction. Here this represents its direction and this basically represents its magnitude. And in the 2D plane you can calculate the magnitude of the vector like this purpose. So this is the summary of how vector is presented. So that's all.